Bone Lake review, guys. Get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I am your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Kelly Ange.
This is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Get notified for movie reviews like this one. And let's get right to it, Angela. What are we talking about today to get us started with October? And yeah, my favorite time of year. It really is.
Yes.
I'm a Libra. Birthday Thursday, by the way, guys. So, yeah, I'm a Libra. There you go.
Yes. So we are kicking off into spooky seasons. I know it's not officially October yet, but we are always there. I am basically ready for Halloween. Yeah. Spooky month all year long. So super excited. 100%. So we have a new psychological thriller that we're going to review. It is called Bone Lake. So a couple's vacation at a secluded estate is upended when they're forced to share the mansion with a mysterious couple. A dream getaway spirals into a nightmarish maze of sex, lies, and manipulation, triggering a battle for survival. So Ryan, kick us off. I know you were definitely looking forward to this one. You're all about that horror. Yeah. And No, we hadn't really quite looked into it. We did see the trailer, but we didn't see a lot of marketing for this. So what were your initial thoughts coming out of this? You know,
this movie, it's a erotic horror survival thriller, if you will. Survivor thriller where it kind of, yes, it is psychological in the beginning part because it's manipulation between the couples. How much do you trust your significant other? It brings about that not awareness, I would say, but it brings about that tension. That kind of like, can I trust the significant other? How long are we in a relationship? How many years can we trust each other? So it's like, it's very, very interesting though. I actually enjoy watching this on camera unfold. I mean, we're all there for the drama. We really are, guys. I mean, come on. We all love reality TV. Who doesn't love Love Island, Temptation Island? So it's very interesting to see how this really unravels here between the couples, and you get a sense of urgency in a way to where, like, man, this is like, wow, this is just mind-boggling on so many ways because of the fact that how much you can really manipulate a couple to turn on each other and to really question the truth that they know that they known to have been the truth. Now you question it years later. So it's very interesting to that point and everything. But yeah, it's definitely a dark humor, tension, psychological relationship drama that explicits very horror, violent elements. And one of the violent and horror elements that I really did love reminded me of a lot of slasher films that to this day that still do good things here. Now, is this a true slasher movie? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not like Thanksgiving movies like that. It's nothing like that. But it still has those elements that kind of make the film that identifies the movie as a horror thriller, psychological, that we already said. But yeah, I'm 100% always on board for movies like this. I really am. I'm such a fucking sucker for these movies. I fucking love these movies. I love these movies where they make you question, tension, curiosity. I mean, just mystery, because in the first 45 minutes you're like, what the hell's going on? And you get to see that. You get to see and the ending. We're not gonna reveal the ending, the spoiler, but the ending it's what the fuck. It's like one of those moments like, what the fuck. But anyways, Angela, what did you think of this movie? I really enjoyed it, by the way. I really did, if you haven't noticed.
So when we saw the trailer, I wasn't completely sold on
it. And the poster.
It is definitely leaning into like the erotic thriller kind of aspect. But there is a story there, and it is pretty interesting. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as you did. Yeah. I did like the aspects of the psychological horror, because again, this couple that they meet is trying so hard to do them, like you said, manipulation, lies, and you really at the end of the day don't know who to believe. There is a point where you as the audience member, you're like, did this happen? And it does revolve around how much do you actually trust your partner, because again, we all have our past, we all have things that happen in a relationship, but that's what the overall theme it boils down to. How much do you really trust your partner? Yeah. So I think that's a really powerful, takeaway from this. Yeah. I think like you say, the slasher, gory moments were done pretty well. There wasn't a lot of it, which I liked. I'm not into slasher films.
Yeah.
But the ones we did get, the effects were really done really well.
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, especially that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
you guys will know what we're talking about. That scene is really good.
I will have to say, for a movie that really only has like 4 main actors, they carry the whole film.
Oh yeah,
and
because we're here for the drama.
Yeah, so it's the 2 couples, the main characters, and then another couple.
And they kind of insinuate a swingers type deal, kind of temptation.
Yeah. Again,
which kind of makes sense a little bit.
It goes back to the trusting of the partner. So again, everything has a reason. There is a purpose. The reveal reveals and pieces everything together that you've kind of been like collecting over like the whole film. You're like, something sounds weird. But overall it was a pretty solid film, I would say. I think the horror elements were done pretty well. The psychological bits were done pretty well. I enjoy psychological horrors. And I think if you're on the fence, definitely give it a try. Again, it is.
I think moviegoers will give it a try.
Yeah, it is leaning into the like I said, the erotic thriller. So if that's not your scene, no worries. But I do think that this is a really solid film heading into spooky season.
Yeah, no, and to one, and that's the thing too, is that it's because honestly, from the trailers. From the poster, you could tell it's very erotic, but it's actually not that much. Like when you think about it, after watching the movie, you're like, "Oh, it's not that much. It's not that much."
Not that much. Yeah, it did. Like the trailer kind of implied it was going to be a lot more. Which I'm glad it wasn't, because I think if it was more, it wouldn't have made sense. I think it
with the story that we got.
The story I think it would just have been forced if there was more. Which again. You'll know what we talk about.
Yeah, exactly. One of the cool things as well was that the tension, the relationship drama between the existing couples, the kind of like the breakdown of their communication towards each other, so manipulating each other, the jealousy. I mean, jealousy was a huge part of this as the foundation to set up their manipulation. So it's really interesting. I loved it. I love stuff like that. I don't know what it is. I just love stuff like that.
It's drama.
Yeah, it is. It's drama. It kind of gives you that emotional stake there, and it kind of like you kind of question it along with them as well. And it makes you care about these, these characters a little bit. The main characters. Couple. Yeah, and it kind of makes you question, like, man, what's really going on? And you kind of like question yourself, and at the same time, it makes you care about them, and then it makes you like just kind of follow them through their this journey in a remote place that they rented at Airbnb.
This random mansion they rented on Airbnb.
The cinematography is strong. I wouldn't say it's the best though. It's strong because the house lake setting, I would say it's really good angles. I really do like the camera work. Actually, when you think about it, it's one set. Really, when you think about it, it's one set. They went to it's 2 sets if you count the first 5 minutes of the movie, but that's it. Like it's. Really
it could be in the same woods.
Yeah, but it's really in reality. It's literally just one set.
And like I said, when it boils down to it, there's really 4 actors. I mean, there's the 2 from the beginning, but
the isolation on the vacation. It's a remote place.
All it is literally a cast of 4 actors, and they did such a phenomenal job.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people will like this film.
Yeah, no, and the first 5 minutes, I mean, boom, it just snaps you right into something that's going to go down, and it's crazy. Obviously, this is for adults, by the way, guys. So if you do not know that, by the way, it is for adults.
If you missed everything about our previous, what we had previously said, we will preface it by saying we'll reiterate that it is for adults.
Yeah, and you definitely that first 5 minutes you'll be like, you'll be like, yeah, you'll see, know what we're talking about. It is definitely more violent as it progresses, right? It gets more violent, but it's manipulation, and I still enjoyed this movie, man. It's such a good film. I really enjoyed this movie, and I cannot wait because this gets us right into this movie and Good Boy get us both right into the Shudder season, into that Halloween season, and I just love that. I love it. I can't wait. Honestly, would I be mad if we see? Again, it's pre-planned, right? I wouldn't be mad if each week we get a horror movie in the whole month of October. That would be great because we're getting 2 horror movies this week, including Good Boy and this one. So, hey, I'm 100% on board. This is my time of year.
We'll never say no to a horror movie,
right?
But it's definitely. I mean, we love horror movies all year round. But there's something about it. Like I said, the Halloween season gets you in the spooky mood. So hopefully we have a lot more horror movies. But I definitely will be rewatching some of my favorites this month.
There you go. Also, I did want to say the gore. Like, I know you already mentioned it, but the gore is actually. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked at how much gore we were gonna get. Yeah, like cool. I did not expect that. I was expecting a little bit less gory. Like I just didn't expect it, and it's done very, very well. Yeah. And the two actors that are again, we're not gonna spoil it for you, but the two actors that are the villains, they are really good. Like really good. Like, damn, like I didn't expect that at all. I know there was some moments you knew it was them, but it's just, for me, it's not as predictable as I've seen other horror movies. So I kind of called it.
I had a little inkling.
No, you did, but it's not as predictable though.
But again, because of the way that it's filmed, like I said, some of the manipulation makes you as an audience member question what's happening. That's why I wasn't completely sure and sold on it. Because again, I think that aspect was like very confusing. Like, okay, what it really is going on? Like, I was so sure of this, but maybe not now.
See, I would say this movie, once you invest in it, because you're investing in the first 30 minutes in, it gets gets going. I would say it does pay off though. It does pay off. And it doesn't feel like a cheap horror movie. It really doesn't, like these other films that just kind of feel very cheap and just
jump scares,
poorly done. And this isn't that at all. And it does touch base a little bit on sexual tension, by the way. It does, and I like that a lot. Touches up on a little bit.
It touches up on intimacy.
Yeah, and then again, it goes back to manipulation, all the sexual tension. So again, temptation. That's what we talk about, right? Temptation. And some interesting topics they do mention in this, with it being, a few sex toys here and there. It's interesting how other couple sees it. You guys will know what we're talking about after you've seen the movie, because we're not going to spoil it for you. We don't want to mention that, but it does have erotic edges, and it does have this horror that I really did like. I'll leave it at that, guys. I do recommend this movie without spoiling it enough. But yeah, anyways, ratings, Angela, what are we talking about? Ratings, 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. I have my rating. You want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, so I'm going to give us a solid 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10, a little bit above Good Boy. I had a good, I don't know what it is. I just like movies that, this movie reminded me of? It's like, I don't want to say this is bad. It reminded me of like a cheap Scream movie. And that's not a bad thing though. That's the thing. It's not a bad thing because you're trying to find out who the killers are, but then it's not really like a big, like, it's not like Woodsboro. It's not like, oh, who's the killer? No, but it reminds me of like a very poor, like a very low budget, cheap Scream movie. And I got that vibes towards the end of the film. Not the whole part, but just towards the end of the movie, I was like, oh man, the craziness, them believing their sanity. That's what I love. I love it because whenever actors convince me that to believe in their insanity, that's what I love. That's that's what I dig, and that's what I really admire, because it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see their insanity really go to reality, right? Because in a sense, they thought about killing someone, and they've always, what's the stages of that? It's almost, just like the Mindhunter series that I used to watch on Netflix with
Jonathan Groff.
Yeah, Jonathan Groff, which is about the mind of a serial killer. And it's very interesting. It's fascinating to me to see that. But anyways, that's me going on a rant. But yeah, anyways, Angela, what is your rating?
So I do think it was a solid film.
Yeah.
I did not love it as much as you did.
Yeah, okay.
But it was still pretty good.
Okay.
I would give it a 6.5. Same as Good Boy. It was a little bit different take, you know. But I still had fun watching it. It was still enjoyable. But it just wasn't my favorite. I'm not into the erotic thriller kind of aspect.
No, I know. Yeah.
I don't lean into that. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just not my cup of tea. But again, I do think what was redeeming for me was the psychological, the manipulation, the turning against each other. That was a really cool part of the story.
Okay.
But I think it was a really solid film. I really do hope people give it a chance.
Oh, yeah, I know they will.
I know I personally didn't see any marketing for this. I know we saw the trailer.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any marketing. Same thing with Good Boy. I haven't seen a lot of these.
Well, we didn't see the trailer. We saw the trailer for Good Boy. We didn't see the trailer for this one.
No, you showed me the trailer for this one. because we.
You know what? Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because I remember you're like, oh, the sex toy. Yeah, you're like, what the? Yeah. I remember that. You're right. Yeah. Oh my god.
But again, it's just me. It's just a personal preference. Nothing wrong with it. But I think a solid 6.5 for me.
Angela, you're making a dick cake. What are you talking about?
It's for a bachelorette. Yeah,
she's making a dick cake, guys. By the way,
I'm not a prude. It's just not my favorite. Like,
I'm not into erotic, but I'm making a dick cake. Okay, whatever.
It's for a bachelorette.
Anyways.
I've never made one before.
Okay, anyways.
And I love to bake.
For someone who doesn't like, anyways.
Hey, I don't. It is literally cake.
Okay, all right, we'll say that. All right, guys. With the question is for you guys, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Are you excited for this movie? Let us know in the comments down below if you're excited for Bone Lake. Honestly, it would have been cool if it would have been more funny and more of a marketing if you would have called it Boner Lake, right? No? Okay.
No. Damn. Too cheesy.
Too cheesy? All right. Okay. Bone Lake it is. All right, guys. Let us know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Ange.
Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. See you at the movies. Latest.